Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday. The date is February the 15th. The time right now in Singapore is 1:14 in the afternoon. Overnight on Wall Street, we know that the last night we have the release of the consumer price index, which is called the CPI. It came in a little bit mixed because on the month-on-month basis, the figure came in within expectation. Now, when we look at the core CPI numbers for on a month-to-month basis, it came in at 0.5%, which is within expectation. Now, this compared to 0.1% in December was a good number. Now, when we consider the core, which is excluding energy and food component, the month-on-month CPI numbers came in 0.4, again within expectation, compared to the previous month of December was also 0.4. So there is no marked improvement when we consider the core CPI numbers on a month-to-month basis. Now, the problem lies in the year-to-year number. On the year-to-year, the headline CPI number came in 6.4%. Now, this compare favorably against the 6.5%, 6.2%. No, sorry. I had to correct that again. The number came out was 6.4%. When you compare that to the December number of 6.5%, it doesn't look that bad. But when you look at the expectation, market was expecting 6.2%. So that came in a little bit hotter than market likes. Okay, and when you compare the core CPI numbers on a year-to-year basis, it came in at 5.6%. Which is not very far away from the expectation of 5.5, and when you compare to December of 5.7, it was a notch lower. So the problem is the year-on-year basis at the headline number, which is at 6.4%. It has actually not gone up. Not gone down as much as what the market expected. Okay, so that caused a little bit of confusion, and the market actually did not know where to go. Okay, as a result, you can see in the Dow Jones itself, market did not take out the 2 Thursdays high and low prices. So the market has been in this condition for more than a week now. Okay, today is going to be Wednesday, so we can consider yesterday was 2 trading days compared to, let's say, the whole of last week, 5 trading days. So this is the 8 days in which the market could not break a high or the low. Okay, so that high and low was actually established 2 Thursdays ago, and that barrier remains very much intact. The market is hovering between 33,581 on the downside and 34,342 on the upside. So the market needs to break out of this very narrow range to tell us where it wants to hit. So tonight it may get a chance. Tonight we are expecting the retail sales. Market is expecting on a month-to-month basis at 1.8%. Now this compared to December of negative 1.1 is definitely a very rosy number. So hopefully we're going to get a number close to 1.8. That means in this case, there's every possibility equities in the States may actually go higher. Okay, so tonight will be the last chance for the equities to actually break out of his very narrow trading range. Okay, so we have to see what really happens over in the S&P 500. Yes, the market actually tried to go up, but again it was nothing compared to there's no breakthrough in a sense. Okay, the high remained at 4,195.4, and the market pulls back in the three-wave pattern, which is corrective in nature, meaning to say that for a time being, we cannot eliminate the possibility of another extended rally all the way, ideally to 4,372, because this is originally my target, 4,373 to 4,450. This is a equivalent, what you call an equality distance. Okay, so if the market can actually go there, I will not be surprised. In fact, I'll be hoping that it does, because from there it may give me a better chance to short this index on the higher level. I do maintain a slightly bearish outlook in the medium to long term. So likewise in the Nasdaq 100, the pattern looks a little bit different, although it looks quite similar. Market hit at 12,881 and then pull back in a three-wave, sits on the near-term support line and then started to rebound. But overall, from the on the October low, this three-wave does looks complete to me. Okay, so because this is a three-wave pullback, and if the price take out 12,881, that means the market is likely to extend higher. But again, if given the choice, I think the 3 equity index, the one that is most bullish is the S&P 500. So we have to monitor that index rather than the Nasdaq or the Dow Jones. Okay. Now over in In Asia, we can see the Nikkei did not follow through on the slightly bullish closing on Wall Street itself. Market actually opened high, but couldn't hold on to its gain and started to slide. Of course, we are only at the halfway point. We still have afternoon session in the Nikkei. And if market close weak in the afternoon below the support line here, it does lay the stage for further losses going forward. But I think the market is going to be very cautious because we have retail sales coming up tonight. I don't think they want to jump the gun. I think they want to wait for confirmation that U.S. economy has not tanked yet, so before the sell orders come in waves. Okay, over in the Shanghai Composite Index, we can see that prices are a little bit more elevated. Yes, the market has actually do a 3-wave rebound. Again, very similar to what I've seen elsewhere. This rebound doesn't look complete. Ideally, we should see an extended rally all the way to 3,372 to 3,415. That will be the ideal place for the market to actually be kept, and then we want to see if it has enough momentum to actually try higher. Okay, over in Hang Seng, which is the Hong Kong equity index, you can see the prices is not that bullish anymore. The market actually have a target of the 23,219 thereabout, and the market did not quite get there. The highest it did was 22,700 and started to slide, and worst case, it actually broke below the support line here, and it has not managed to be able to challenge it on the way up. So the Hang Seng Index actually have a little bit of a negative bias. If the market do rebound and cannot go beyond 22,000, I think this is calling for a short. Okay, so this is my view. Okay, over in the currencies, let's take a look at the dollar. Overnight, the dollar actually eases back, and we can see that the market went up to 108 in the euro versus the dollar, meaning to say that if the euro goes up, I mean the dollar is coming down. So, but the market was rejected at 108, and this market is now primed to trade to the downside. I like to see this kind of move because the market was evidently being kept at this 107.87 levels. Market took out this marginal high, go into a new high, but couldn't sustain and come back down and close as a long-legged shadow doji, meaning to say this could potentially be a bearish setup. And if this is the case, I am placing some orders there to see if I can sell at a slightly higher price than where it is currently trading at 107.18. And if I can get into a short position, my target will be a 104.80. Okay, so this will be my immediate target. My stop should be placed just above 108.04, which is last night's high. Okay, similarly, if you go into the sterling, you see something very similar, but something even better, because the 3-wave rebound from 119.61 actually went into this very nice equality move of 122.70, which is exactly where I want it to be, and the market came back down, although it wasn't a classic reversal signal unless we go down to the lower time frame. You see, yes, we get a what I call similar move. We have a long-legged shadow doji, which is potentially a bearish development. So if you use the 1 hour as a guide, yes, we do get a reversal signal and price has coming down. So going forward, I think if the outlook for retail sales is so bullish and it came in near expectation, that is going to cause the dollar to rally, and that will cause all other currencies to come back down. And in this case, I think selling the sterling would also be a good option. Just place a stop below last night high, and then my target for the time being is 118.50. Okay, I'm going to put my stop loss, my profit taking level at 118.50. Although I have not have a position yet, but I've already placed my order. So what I did was basically very simple. I used the high and the low of last night range to see if I can get some kind of a good order, good level to actually place a what you call a sell order. I've actually placed my sell order, honestly. My level is actually at this level here, okay, at 121.90. Okay, 121.90 is my midpoint. So I hope that later in the afternoon, when London opens up at 3 o'clock, possibly market will give me another bounce. If that can be done, then I obviously will be able to short at a much better place than what it is currently at 121.55. Okay, but I did sell in the morning. I did sell the Aussie and the Aussie seems to be working out relatively good for me. And the market has a three-wave rebound again, hit equality point at 0.7029 last night, and then couldn't sustain and then come back down. And we look at the 1 hour time frame. Let's see if I can get some kind of, well, we don't have a classical what we call a long-legged shadow doji here, but we do get something very similar in structure. Okay, so this is my stop loss order for now. Hang on. This is my stop loss. Yep. So right now, as the market goes down lower, hopefully it can break the near-term support line and break 0.6855. I'm going to move my stop from 0.7029. Actually, my stop is at 0.7035. I will move my stop to my entry price, okay, which is somewhere along here. I can't remember exactly the price. I think it's just below the 0.697 levels, okay. And if market do break down, I'm going to target this level, okay, which is quite sizable. When you look at the 4 hours time frame, my target is actually quite respectable, okay, because I'm actually seeing a three-wave corrective pullback. Equality measurement is at 0.727. Okay, 0.6727. So this is my target. I have placed my order at 0.735 to take profit, just to be on the safe side. So this is something that I have currently done in the morning. So when you look at dollar yen seems to suggest that it wants to go up. So if this is the case, a three-wave rebound would target 135.50 level. So it is something that we will have to monitor, because market right now is very, very near to last night high of 133.31. So if we can break this and break 134.77, it's going to trigger a lot of buy orders to the upside, and hopefully market will be able to challenge this bracket of price 135.50 to 136.20. And the market continue to extend higher beyond 136.20, then something else is moving. Okay, so we will have to watch this as it falls. Now, if you want to take a low risk trade, not the best of recommendation, but actually this is something that you can consider. Market actually went down yesterday to 132.74 and then starting to rebound this morning. So if this is considered a low risk trade, then maybe you can put a stop below 132.60 and take your chances with a rally back to 134.90 levels. But you can see where prices is right now at 133.74. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, so your risk reward is not ideal. So if you can avoid taking this trade, I would avoid taking this trade. Okay, I think I have a better place to place my bet, like for example the Aussie or even the sterling. Okay, now when you go down and take a look at precious metals, now yesterday before the market releases the CPI numbers, about 45 minutes before that, I actually decided to go and buy gold, thinking the market is likely to use that surprise release. I'm just hoping for some kind of surprise and for the market to actually rally. It did rally initially, but the market eventually ignored that mixed result of the CPI report and decided that it wants to come back down. But I have a long-term plan for this, because I have a very bullish outlook for precious metals going all the way to maybe perhaps April or March itself, April or May. So I'm going to continue to average down, okay, because I think precious metal has a very good chance of challenging the all-time high. Now, if you are wondering where the all-time high is, just to give you a recap, the all-time high is $2,075. So whether the market can actually break, I do not know, but just the fact that it can actually have a chance to rally, to challenge even the $2,070, I think that will be enough profit for me to take. Okay, so I'm going to take this and bite the bullet and continue to average down on the buy side. Each time I maybe commit 0.5% of my equity, or if I'm very aggressive, I do 1%. Last night I did 1%. It did not quite work out. I'm going to continue to average down all the way down. Okay, because because the way I look at the war that is going on in Ukraine, it's not a good sign. I think there's a very, very high risk that this thing is going to escalate to something more dangerous, and that is definitely going to be bullish for precious metals. Okay, so over in silver, we also see that silver did not quite manage to hang on to its game. It it did try to rebound last night, but you can see overall the silver market right now is a little bit weaker compared to gold. So I'm not going to put my money in silver yet. Okay, there will be a time whereby it's more advantageous to start anchoring position on the long side for silver. But so far, it has not given me the sign that it is about to do that. So I think the market has a good chance to drift all the way to $20.58, and from there we will take another look. Okay, over in oil managed to pull back last night. The high traded was before the CPI number, which is on Monday at $80.62. Market actually went down to $77.46. So if this is the case, I think there is the possibility, if I go down to the 1 hour, there is a possibility market may continue to edge lower tonight. Okay, if I use this high here to give me a guide, I think the market may this time challenge the $76.52, perhaps even lower to $76.31 to as low as $76. So if there is a case, look for buy signals around the $76 level. Okay, this is something that can is actually have a very high probability of actually happening. Now we go to crypto itself. Crypto actually had a good night last night because generally speaking, equity prices has actually remained stable. So that has given crypto prices the boost, and Bitcoin went up to $22,316 before it sidelined for the last 6-7 hours. Okay, you can see the market right now is just hanging on to its gain. So there's a very good chance if tonight the CPI number, the retail sales number is good, it may actually cause another run up in prices. The next hurdle in which the Bitcoin must clear is 23,440. Okay, so this is going to be a level in which it is so obvious that the market will actually attend. Over in Ethereum, we also saw a somewhat more bullish setup. Ethereum is currently trading just under the resistance line at 1,500 and just $69 thereabout, and it's very similar to Bitcoin. It has been holding the line for the last 16 hours or so. Okay, so we can see the prices are basically hanging on. There's a very good chance it will attempt to trade higher. I think possibility of market going up to challenge the $1,680 is pretty high. Okay, the one coin that has been under attack, so to say, has been this thing called the Binance coin. Binance coin has been under pressure because the SEC is actually trying to cancel this stable coin, and of course it's not directly it's directly linked to Binance. Okay, so this token here has actually seen better days. The lowest price traded was $282.35. We have a bit of a rebound in line with the general bullish mood in cryptocurrencies, but basically this market here, this particular coin here is something that you have to watch. Okay, Ethereum. I'm sorry. This is Ripple. Ripple has now challenging the upper end of 0.385. There's a good possibility it may continue to edge even higher. The key here will be this resistance line over here. If we can take out this resistance line, I think the market has a good chance to go all the way to 0.418. Okay. In Solana, we also see the market managed to overcome the immediate resistance line, and market right now is just trading in and out of this line here. So based on this, there is one more, there's every possibility it may actually extend higher. The least optimistic outlook is the market just go up to $22.59 and then tumble down. Okay, but I think the market has a little bit more strength than that. In Cardano, this is by far the best performing coins. Okay, when you see the move from 0.345 to 0.393, this move here is actually very impulsive, and the pullback is so shallow there is every possibility the next move here will go beyond 0.414. Okay, so this is all I have for you for today. Now remember, tonight we have retail sales at 9:30 p.m. and the market expectation is for an increase to 1.8% on a month-to-month basis relative to the December month of negative 1.1%. So there you have it. Okay, just be safe, and we'll come back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.